Duplicated my specular roughness texture read node here, and now I want to rename this to bump. And we're gonna browse for the bump map here in my case. So it's gonna be this bump linear axis. You can see the pattern here. I need to go in here and rename this. I hope they auto-complete this later on, so we don't have to go in and do this. On this Pixar texture read node, we have this result ng. And this is the one that we want to hook up to a bump mixer node. So I'm going to do that next here. So let's say if I take bump, and we want to have this Pixar bump mixer here, this one. And you see here, you have a bunch of layers. And I'm just going to hook this one up into the first layer one, surface gradient. So result ng into surface gradient, and then result normal into our global here on the pixel surface. You can see pixel surface. To the bottom here, we have the global. If I extend this one, you have bump normal. You could hook up this normal node to individual essentially lobes as well. You see each lobe essentially have its own normal. But if you hook it up to the global, it's gonna bump, essentially create add bump to all of them at once. So if you enable any of them, they will have this bump as well. You might want to, in Lookdev, override and have specific normal maps. For example, if you're making wetness map or anything, you might want to have a different normal than the global to make something look a bit different, for example. In our case here, we just want to do a global normal map because we are only doing this very basically as a texture artist, just to see here what happens. And you will see here by default it's very strong because our bump mixer is at the 1 and our normal map or our bump map is essentially minute when it comes to the values. So we want to probably take this one to the amount slider to something like 0.1 here directly, or even less. Even this is too aggressive. Our object is quite small, let's say 001. Let's take a look at that. I'm just going to zoom in here to see if I unhook this one, or if we set this one to mask 0 here. That's without. 0.15 possibly. In the next episode, we're going to take a look at how we can use displacement maps in Renderman. If you want to support my channel, consider dropping a comment in one of the videos with information of upcoming episodes you want to see from Meshmen Studio. See you on the channel. Bye bye.